First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Stewart. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Stewart sets to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing out of the shotgun, it's Stewart. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Point after try forthcoming. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's...
And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Stewart. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Here's Stewart to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Johnson, 26 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Montana. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Running again on first with McFadden. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now. 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. From the gun, they'll run with McFadden. Stiff-armed him. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down, a run with McFadden. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
McFadden again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Montana. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21.
First down, Kansas City.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They will look to throw. Montana. Throw left side complete. That's Gonzalez. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row. First down. They'll run. McFadden. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They try again with McFadden. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. They'll run for it with McFadden. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the 3rd quarter starts with a run by McFadden. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Running again, and again it's McFadden. Pushes him aside at the 45. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Toss left, McFadden. A nice little juke. He's gonna go, Darren McFadden. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Darren McFadden, 50 yards. And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 17, Lions 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
From the gun, it's Stewart. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. They're probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing now, Stewart. Rolling to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Gonna go play action. Here's Stewart.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So the penalty there winds up on the offense, so obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
A give to McFadden out of the gun. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll run it. Here's McFadden. Past the 20. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 11.
153 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Facing short yardage on 3rd down, but he was able to pick up a very sizable gain.
He certainly was, and I think that maybe they were fooled a little bit because you and I both know this is a passing league, and that's not normally a running down, and they fooled him with it. Safety had to make the play. Otherwise, he's still running, and the next thing, he runs right into the goalpost.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
McFadden up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Nice upfield move there by Gerald McCoy, getting in there to make the stop. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Up the middle, McFadden. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. McFadden. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Darren McFadden. with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Let's go. Check mash. Check mash. Go street.
Operating from the gun. Stewart. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Alert! Alert! Smash! Smash! Check! Check! Ready?
Back to throw. Stewart.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line.